Now select the mass spectrometer from the panel on your left-hand side. The default values for the forensic toxicology screening workflow are source type easy, polarity, depending on whether you'd like to run the positive or negative screening method, in this case positive, analyzer mode sensitivity. Set your capillary voltage to 0.8 kV, the sampling cone to 20 volt. Use a source temperature that is above the boiling point of the highest boiling solvent you're using, in this case 120 degrees. Use a dissolution temperature of 400 degrees, a gas cone flow of 50 liters per hour and a dissolution gas flow of 800 liters per hour. Now click on the Experiment tab. You can decide whether to use a custom time for acquiring data or to use the complete gradient time for your run. Select a mass range for small molecules, in this case 50 to 1200. Select a scan time of 0.1 seconds. Use 6 volt for your low energy trace and an energy ramp from 10 to 40 volt for the high energy trace. The intelligent data capture reduces noise during acquisition. The higher the threshold, the smaller your data file size will be. In this case, an intensity threshold of 10, medium, is recommended. Now click on the Options tab to define your log mass settings. For the log mass correction, the automatic mode is recommended. However, selecting custom will give you access to these values, so you can select and define your own log mass if necessary. In the acquisition check failure, you can decide what happens if no sufficient log mass signal can be detected. You can select to continue with log mass correction, to continue without log mass correction, or to stop the acquisition. We recommend continuing with log correction. The automatic detector check is useful if you're injecting a long sequence where the system sensitivity might decrease over time. Setting this parameter to on allows the system to check log mass intensity first and to correct a drop in sensitivity by increasing the detector voltage. The default value is off. Now click on the Events tab. Here you can define your fluidics wealth. You can add events to redirect your flow state to waste or back to the system. In this case, we just have an initial setting, so the complete flow is going to the system.